Hey everybody! Hi lovies! Welcome back to my YouTube channel. Today is July 2, so this means today is another day. It's another vlog. By the way, to all newbie here, I hope you consider to like my video and subscribe to my YouTube channel. Not only that, you can also click the notification bell down below and help me reach the 17,000 subscribers soon. So thank you so much in advance. By the way, in today's video, let's try to answer and clarify things about the stereotype that I keep hearing from our foreigner viewers, and we will answer some of your questions, okay? So to be more clear and clarify about the stereotype that you keep on thinking about the Philippines and the Filipinos, let's begin with the number one. So some of you said that, hey Petite, I don't want to visit the Philippines because I am scared that it is a very dangerous country. So yeah, we all know that some of you and some foreigners or travelers and tourists are avoiding to visit the PH, thinking that there will always be danger that is happening to them when they visit us here. If you visit the PI, the trick that you might encounter is to be a victim of these pickpocket people and also the robbery people. Okay, there is truth to that, but it always happens in the big cities. So if you're visiting your Philippine in the province, I believe that provinces are more safer for now than being in the big cities, because those scary moments that you are thinking about the PI is happening in the cities. I know you heard some people say that, oh yeah, I became a victim of this, I became a victim of that, and yes, I understand. When you visit your Filipina, if ever, the thing that I can only advise to you guys is to never show off and just remain simple. I mean, do not show off all of your jewelries, gadgets, and especially your money, even if you are a foreigner and even if you have it, okay? To avoid being a victim of this scary thing in PH. And also, you just have to be worried with all your belongings all the time, okay? Do not trust anyone except yourself, especially your passport, your money, your card, or anything like that. You just have to be attentive to it, and yes, that's the best thing you can do when you visit the PI. Now we have number two stereotype, and people often ask me that, is it true Filipino are eating snakes, dog meat, and cat meat, or any other scary animals? So there is truth to that. Maybe some other tribe or ethnic groups living in the mountains are eating dog meat or snakes, but I'm not really sure, okay? But I can guarantee you that not all Filipino are eating these animals. So someone asked me, is it true you guys are selling dog meat and snake meat in the market? That's not true at all, because I believe that there are people who will eat these animals, but never I've seen anyone who's selling this type of meat. Imagine you are eating snakes and dogs. Even when my colleagues in Middle East, they will ask me like, is it true if I visit the PI, the restaurant will serve me cat meat or snake meat? That's not true at all. I mean, I have never seen any restaurant that are offering or serving this type of meat. I think it's so scary. So do not believe with what you said. And sometimes, you know, if you ask some Filipino, hey, is it true that you guys are eating cat meat? The Filipino will try to joke and they will say, yes, we are eating snakes, dog, cat, maybe crocodile or any other scary animals. So that's the truth about it. Number three, people would often say that, how come there are so many call center companies in the Philippines? Does it mean that Filipinos can really good speak in English? Yes, 80+% of Filipino people can understand and speak English, but the thing is, Filipinos are very particular when it comes to grammar, when it comes to speaking the English language. That is why that is the reason why some of us are scared of talking to a foreigner, or even some Filipina, they are scared to date a foreigner because they will say like, it's because I don't know how to speak English, I cannot understand. But at the back of their mind, they can really do. Because even when we were a kid, we used to watch like English movies, English news, cartoons that is in English, or every songs that you will hear ever since when you were a kid are English songs. So we learn from that since when we were a kid. That is why English is not new language for us. And even in school, all the schools are having English language. Maybe Filipino people are just scared to speak the language because they might think that if they use the wrong grammar, like how I talk, foreigners will laugh on them. So yes, oftentimes, do not worry if you want to visit the PI, you will not have any problem like talking to Filipino people, because if someone doesn't want to talk to you in English because they are not confident with the way they speak, I am really sure that there will be someone who can talk to you fluently. Well, we have number 4, and this is a question from one of my subscribers. Is it true that there are so many terrorists everywhere in the PH? Well, maybe because of the past terrorist incidents that happen in the country, that is why I understand that some of you are scared to visit the PI, because you think that maybe someone will kidnap you and then ask for ransom, just like what happened before. But you know what, guys, what you are seeing in the news are not all true. We all know that news can always be focused on the negative side, but never focus on the positive side. I think you know that already, and they are like being only like sensationalize the issue and more focused on the bad side rather than saying any positive side about one country or a government. So it's for you to see, for you to believe. I can guarantee you that not all Filipinos are terrorists. And speaking to that, one subscriber asked me, "Hey Petite, my girlfriend is from Mindanao and I've heard that there are so many terrorists." Actually, lovies, Mindanao area is very quiet right now. But the truth is, there are some places there that has terrorist group, but not all, okay? Because Mindanao is also a very large island, so it consists of so many places and municipalities. So I am sure that your Filipina is not from the forest where the terrorist group are hiding themselves. So no worries with that. You have to see the Philippines first before you can judge us here. And I know you will love it here because it is a very beautiful country with a beautiful people. Number 5, I have a questions from our subscribers. So, is it true that Google says that Philippines is consist of a lot of islands? Yes, the answer to that, Philippines has 7,640 plus islands. There will be, anywhere you go, you will see a lot of islands here, because especially the part of Mindanao near Malaysia or Indonesia or any other Asian countries, there will be a group of islands there. So for those people who's thinking that Philippines is only one island, no, we're not. We are consist of 7,000 plus islands. And not only that, we also have like 180 plus dialects here, but dialect that we are using. But the most common language that we can understand and people can use is the Tagalog, because that's the national language of the Philippines. So imagine, guys, Philippines is a small country, but we have a lot of dialects. So example, your girlfriend is from Cebu, then they are talking Cebuano. I am from Bicol and we are talking Bicolano. So if you're in Visayas, they will talk Visayan. Now we have a last thing here, and people often say, and I even heard this before, people would often say that, yes, Philippines is a very poor country. Filipinos are all poor and uneducated. We have a high rate of people that are living in poverty, but I don't think so all Filipinos are poor. In fact, Lavis, there are so many Filipino people that can afford the kind of lifestyle that maybe you're having right now. There are Filipinos that came from well-off family, of course. We cannot generalize that all people here are living in poverty. There are so many millionaires, if not multimillionaires, and yeah, that's the truth about us. Regarding being uneducated, yes, there is truth to that, but I often heard from my colleagues before that they will say like, okay, Filipinos are born to be a nanny, to be a housemaid. Actually, the truth about it is that the nannies and the caregivers that you are seeing working in another country are like degree holder. But they choose to be a nanny, they choose to be a maid because they believe that when they do that, when they get the job, they are thinking of having a big salary. And if you are degree holder, companies have really high standard when it comes on employing people. That is why Filipinos, or we call them overseas Filipino workers, are choosing to work abroad, work overseas as a nanny and as a housemaid or caregiver because they think of high paying check at the end of the month, which may be double the salary if you are working here in the Philippines. So you all know that we are only a developing country. That is why we don't have a lot of opportunity here. Alright, so that's some of the stereotype that I kept hearing from our viewers and from my colleagues even before when I was working abroad. And there are so many stereotypes about us still. We will talk about it on our next video. Thank you so much, lovies, and see you in my next vlog. Bye!